chartered accountant, then IAS or judge, and then corporate jobs. Corporate jobs are big companies like Google, Apple. They pay very good salaries.
Recording
so they
stopped.
are called corporate jobs. Okay.
Recording in progress.
So these jobs, even pilot and professor, you can include. So these 8 to 9 jobs are there, which are very good, but it is not easy to join these careers. So next we have to understand what are the many other options, including careers for those people who are not good in studies at all.
Sir, IAS,
Suppose
you said IAS in commerce one or the arts one?
No, IAS you can become from any stream. Okay.
Like from science, commerce, and arts.
Yeah, anyone can become IAS, but it is a tough exam.
Yes, sir.
You have to
UPSC
clear
is a
that
very tough
after a
exam.
long preparation. Within commerce, there is of course chartered accountant, that simple accountant also. If you know accounts very well, you can find jobs in shops, in factories, in big companies. They need simple accountants also. Then you can join banks, insurance companies, and there is something called actuarial sciences for commerce people. There is a new line now called actuarial sciences. This also has to do with insurance and stocks, etc. But it is very well paid. Now, what about arts people? Government job, anyone can join. Okay, I'll talk about categories of government jobs, but specifically, what are the lines which you can take from arts? See, if you are good in language, if your expression is good, if you can write well and speak well, then very good line is mass communication. You can become a journalist, you can become a TV anchor, you can also go into cinema, etc. Write scripts for films or for TV plays if you are good in language and expression. Also, you can learn a foreign language. There is a big demand for people who can speak French, German, Spanish.
But I can speak French. I can speak French.
Very good. So there is a big demand for such people in the corporate sector also. Means big companies. They pay you very well. Then you can also become an author if you want. And of course, teaching and government jobs are open to everybody, including arts people. Does that answer your question, Palak?
Well, I am also a student of art, so I am.
Speak louder, Palak.
Sir, I am a student in class 11th, and I also take a subject arts. And I think arts is most usable, like Union Public Services Commission, like.
I can't hear you properly. Bhavya, did you understand what is she saying?
So voice was cracking.
Palak, try once more. Speak very loud. You are not audible. हिंदी में बोलो जोर से.
Sir, I am a student of class 11th and I choose subject arts. So I think arts is the most like Union Public Services Commissions and IAS, IPS, and like.
Yes, of course you can try. I told you anyone can take these exams and become an IAS officer, or you can do law then become a judge. All these are very big posts. But I forgot to tell you one thing. You must all have two kinds of careers in mind. There are some careers which are very difficult to develop, like IAS, like judge. You may succeed, you may not succeed. So all of you must have one more career in mind. Suppose you don't clear the exam for IAS, then what will you do? So you must have a hobby or some skill from which you can earn. You will not be dependent on your husband or your parents after an age. You must all earn on your own. Okay? So
Yes, sir.
try for IAS or corporate job or doctor. But I told you these are very, very competitive lines. 15 lakh people sit for medical exam, entrance exam. But only 5,000 are selected. The rest all fail. So you must have one more simpler career in mind, which is not that difficult to develop. For example, you are along with IAS, you can try to become a teacher. If you don't clear the IAS exam, become a teacher. You can easily become a teacher. Okay.
So I like to
Suppose
help people.
you are not. Yes.
I like to help people, so I think I will not get good opportunities from this. So I wanted to become IAS.
That's very good. But always have a second expertise, one more skill. Suppose these are all white collar jobs, officer level jobs. They are very, very competitive. But you must have some skill also from which you can earn wherever you are in any country. Suppose even if you go to Africa, you should be able to learn by teaching maths. If you are good in maths, they will need teachers for their children. You will be able to earn. Or you could be good in coding, or maybe you can do very good gardening. You can be a sports teacher. Tell me, those students who are backbenchers, who don't know any study, who can't study, what career they can go into? One, I told you, sports.
Yes, sir.
Now, new education policy has made sports also as a paper. They can become sports teacher or coach. If they are very good in any game, they can become coach also. And especially if you go abroad, if you are not good in studies, even then if you go abroad, there is a big demand for skills. For example, you just do a course in physiotherapy. There are many aged people in advanced countries, and they pay you very well for physical exercise, for health care, for taking care of elders, etc. Okay, so become a nurse and you can earn really big money, especially in Europe and America. Okay, you can learn physiotherapy, you can be a sports coach, etc. Even in India, you can get a job, but especially if you go abroad after school, you will be able to earn a lot of money and have your own house, car, etc. Also, you can do, they will not give you a job on the basis of Indian degree. You must do their degree, and that you can do online also. If you want to go abroad, you can either go there and do part-time job along with your studies. You will not need money from your parents because they pay very well. Even if you are working in a restaurant as a waiter, they pay very well. Minimum wage in West is $15 per hour. What somebody earns in a month, they earn in a day. Okay, so they pay very well for any hard work. And even their courses you can do online also. Okay, and sometimes they are free. Free courses are also there. Apart from laborious skills, and especially in agriculture, there are many jobs. Many people don't think of agriculture as a career. But actually, if somebody goes, because most farmers are not very educated, but if some educated person goes into agriculture, he or she can earn a lot through scientific farming. And abroad also, there are many jobs in agriculture. Okay, many farmers from Punjab go to Canada, USA, etc., and they earn a lot. Now, suppose you are a good artist, you can draw very well, paint very well. Then what are the careers that you can find? You can go into fashion designing after school. Okay, you can go. Are also special courses in design, interior design. Okay, engineering in design, etc. Also, you can become, if you are not, if you don't need too much money, or you're not in a hurry for money, you can become an artist, musician, painter, author, poet, stand-up comedian. You know stand-up comedy? Okay. You have to struggle initially. You can go into movies also or TV serials. But it is a very risky line. If your parents are rich, you have got money, then you should go into these lines. Okay. Then if you are hardworking, you should apply for government jobs. Because government jobs, you will have to clear some exams. And these exams can be cleared at 3 levels. First is, of course, best exams are UPSC, from which you become IAS or IPS or revenue officer, etc. Okay. But below UPSC, these are called civil service exams. Below these, in government jobs, there are SSC exams, Staff Selection Commission, from where you become section officer or office assistant, clerk, etc. Stenographer. So those who are not very intelligent, they can go for these exams. Then in all ministries, there are lakhs of jobs in police, in railways, okay, in teaching, in post and telegraph, all these government departments, there are many jobs. You can take them apart from civil service. If you are not very intelligent, you can go for these jobs also. Or rather, take these exams simultaneously. You understand what is the meaning of simultaneously? Kashvi, do you understand what is simultaneous?
No, sir.
So पूछ लिया करो बेटा. Whenever you don't understand a word, just raise your hand. Simultaneous means side by side. साथ साथ जब हम कोई काम करते हैं, दो काम साथ साथ करते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं simultaneous. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So,
Now another career side is, suppose your physique is very good. You are very strong in your body. Okay? You have a very strong physique. Then what careers you can go for? Army. Apart from army also, there are what are called central defense forces like CRPF, border security force, okay, state armed constabulary, and police, of course. So all these jobs you can take if you have a very good physique. If you don't want to go into defense forces, suppose you are afraid, you don't want to take any physical risk, then you can go into sports. Okay? Sports, you can become a coach or you can become a sports teacher also in school or university. Then suppose your social skills are very good.
नितिन भी गया है क्या?
What is meant by social
उनको दे दो
skills?
सर.
Bubbles
नितिन गया क्या
mic
दीजिए
is-
सर?
So what is meant by social skills? Will you explain? Gaurav,
Sir,
yes.
Sir, social skills are the skills that helps us or enable a people to communicate and deals with the society and other people, that to how to live and how to behave in a society.
Okay, that is partly correct. Social skills means how we win friends, how we interact with others successfully. We create a good impression by talking. Okay, and don't get fooled by people who want to fool you. Now you understand? In Hindi, social skills are called सामाजिक निपुणता, you may can say that. Okay, वाक पटुता, हिंदी word is वाक पटुता, अच्छे से बोलना जिन्हें आता है. Yes, Kashvi, you want to say something? Okay, so those who have social skills, who can interact very intelligently with people, sometimes studious people don't have social skills. Such people should go into lines like business. For going into business, it is very important that no one should be able to fool you. You should be intelligent at face reading, body language, etc. Okay. Also, there is a whole line of hospitality in which you can do hotel management, you can go into tourism, event management, business administration, okay, where you have to deal with a lot of people. Then you should go into these lines. Hotel management is also, if you are very good at cooking and you love food, go into hotel management. Okay. Then if your family has some established professions, you should not give it up. You can build those careers also, especially if your father or elder brother or sister is a lawyer, successful lawyer, then you also become a lawyer. It will help a lot. Or your family has some established business, then you don't waste that opportunity. You can also go into business. Similarly, architect, if you just do architect degree, you will find it very difficult to succeed quickly. But if your family has an established architecture consultancy, then you should also become an architect and join their business. Suppose you have got you are from a very rich family. You don't need to bother too much about money. Then there are certain things which you can do which others cannot. For example, you can become
Pilot.
an artist, okay, where you will not earn quickly, but you can develop a career based on your hobby. You can become a poet if you don't have to bother too much about money. You can go into social work, okay, you can open a nursery, many things which are very satisfying. You can do. Now you give another example. Suppose your parents have left a lot of money for you. You don't need to earn immediately. What will you become then?
Recording in progress. Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Yeah, I was asking you, suppose your parents have left a lot of money for you, then what would you like to become, Palak?
So may I?
Yes.
So they can they become a pilot or air hostess because in these jobs too much money is need.
Yes. For pilot, you can get a loan also. And for air hostess, you don't need money. You can, I told you, your social skills should be good. You have to do a diploma. Okay? It's not very costly. But yes, if you have got lots of money, you can go become a poet, you can become an author, you can become a social worker. Creative lines you can choose. Okay? Suppose you are not good in. Yes, Palak, you are saying something?
Yes, sir, I am saying that any condition, say I want to be UP.
बेटा आप बहुत धीरे बोलते हो. एक तो माइक अपने पास ले आओ और जोर से बोलो.
Any condition I choose only on UPSC.
UPSC, of course, you can do. I told you that anyone can do. And some people waste a lot of money for UPSC coaching. Don't do coaching from a bad institute. If you are hardworking, you can just do one short coaching and then you have to prepare on your own. Okay?
So my brother also joined the Union Public Services Commission and his first attempt is clear.
Yes. That's very good. And one thing I forgot, if your social skills are good, if you are very expert in dealing with people, then politics also you can go into.
Yes.
You can enter politics. Apart from air hostess, even they require male cabin crew in aeroplanes. So men also can join cabin crew. Pilot, of course, requires a lot of money for training. About 1 crore is needed. Then those who are very, very poor in studies, what shall they do? Yes, Ishita, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay, you were raising your hand. So those people who are very, very poor in studies, they shall go into ITIs after 10th standard. What are ITIs? Industrial Training Institute.
Training Institute. So my father is a professor in ITIs.
Yes. So there you don't have to do maths, chemistry, etc. You can become an electrician. You can, and these people also learn a lot. Plumber, electrician, or carpenter. Those people who are very good in these lines, generally you must be knowing uneducated people are there. But if educated person with a diploma comes out, then they are paid very well abroad. You can go to not only Europe and USA, but also to Middle East, that is Saudi Arabia, Qatar, etc. They pay very well. And within 10 years, you can earn millions and come back and have your own big house, car, etc. Okay. Apart from ITIs, there are polytechnics. Okay. But you should have done science for that. Those who don't get admission in engineering college, they can do a diploma in engineering. For that, you have to go to polytechnics. Okay. And from there, you can become lab assistant, or again, you can go abroad after doing polytechnic diploma. Okay.
We can do ITI and
And
can
suppose
go
you
on
want to,
railway lines.
yes. Suppose you want to earn while studying. Suppose your parents are poor, or you need money even while you are learning. How can you earn money? You can easily earn money by tuition. Okay. And there is a big demand for tuition in chemistry, maths, physics. If you are good in these subjects, in Delhi, for example, tutors charge rupees 700 per. Yes, English tuition is also needed. Very good. So you can go into tuitions. Apart from tuition, there is another line which has now come up from where you can earn very easily. That is BPO. Does anyone know the meaning of BPO?
No, sir. Can you tell the meaning of BPO?
BPO is back process office or calling centers. Okay. These are generally night shift jobs, and they work for USA, etc. from India, but they pay you 25,000 rupees per month or 30,000 rupees per month. So even while studying, you can join BPO any day. There are many interviews going on, especially if your English is good, you will get a job easily. Okay. But don't make it a career, because these are generally night shift jobs. For some time, if you need money, you can join these. Then do some advanced degree and go for better jobs, which I have explained already. Then there is today a new line of digital technology. You can do a diploma in animation, okay, web designing, coding. Okay, these are all digital technologies in which you get very good money. You can earn very well sitting from home. Even you don't have to go to any office. From your laptop, you can earn a lot. Now, suppose you are married and your husband does not allow you to go to work. So how can a lady earn sitting at home? Suppose
So like stitching.
your mother-in-law does not, your mother-in-law, you are a woman and your mother-in-law does not allow you to go outside. Can you earn sitting at home? Yes, Ishita. Yes, Ishita.
So
Sir, I'm telling that. Sir, my name is Divya. My Ishita is my sister name, and this answer is, sir, we can cook the food and give the some orders, give some orders, and we
Yeah,
deliver
very
on
good.
their houses.
You can cook and prepare food, send tiffin, or make cakes, pastries, etc., and sell them in the market. That is one Also, you can do a lot of packaging work. And now,
Like stitching.
yes, then you can open a boutique or beauty parlor
Yes, sir.
from
We
your
can
home only.
a beauty parlor and a shop of pastries, cookies, and homemade cakes.
Yes.
Bakery.
And also you can do translation work. I told you, if you know any foreign language, there is a lot of translation work which is now available online. Okay. Then you can teach also online, like I am teaching online, but I am teaching for free. But you can do charge also. You can make money if you want. Okay.
Sir,
So
we
all
can
these
teach for
activities,
money also.
yes, especially for maths, English, physics, etc. Okay. Also, you can start a photocopy shop, courier shop, okay, from home. And data entry. There is a lot of online work called data entry. Or you can do survey work. For big companies, sometimes need surveyors. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
For all this, you have to just type in Google survey work. Then you will get all the options and how much money you can get. Yes, Ishita's brother. What is your name?
Sir, Divyam.
Bhavya. Yes,
Divyam.
Divya. Okay. You were saying something?
Yes, sir. I'm saying that we had some tests.
Today we are not
We have
holding
some
test.
tests or not? Okay, sir.
Today we are
After
not
all, we have tests.
not today. But yes, whenever you get a topic in the morning, you will have a competition of speech making. Okay. Today it is interactive. But we will give prize for the best student after 1 month. We will see who is the best student, and after 1 month we will give a small prize. Then those who are entrepreneurial, those who are enterprising and can do a business. What is entrepreneurial? Who can do a successful business? They have a new option called startups. Let me see who, if anyone knows the meaning of startup.
Startup means we can start.
Means it's a
Speak louder.
Sir, we can start something.
Oh, that is very general. Starting anything is different from
Sir,
startup.
what is the word? Sir, what is the
Startup.
word?
Startup. Startups are those businesses which are based on innovation, or innovation means new idea. Okay. If you start, say, a business of a chemist, it is not a startup because chemists are already there. But when, say, Uber came,
Sir, we can start some unique thing. This is called a startup.
yeah, something unique and new. Okay. For example, Uber started this aggregating taxis service, aggregator taxi service, which was not there earlier. We had to call taxi from taxi stand. Now they have given an app, and they don't own any taxi, and yet they have a big chain of linked services across cities in all the countries.
There is nothing. Sir, in earlier time, there is nothing. In this agriculture, we have so many technologies formed.
Yes. Give me an example of another startup. Uber is a startup. Yes, Devesh. Yes, go ahead. Another example of a startup.
Sir, startup is like, sir, we can start something like teaching a history, teaching history.
No, beta, that is not startup. That is an old profession. When something new, totally new comes based on technology, that is called startup. They are given money by rich people also. Even if they are poor, you can start your own startup because Tata, etc. will give you money if you have a good new idea. Okay. Paytm is a startup. You know Paytm?
Yes, sir, and entertainment shoes, singings, and this type of shoes are startup also.
Not all entertainment, but OTT
Only for a
platforms,
particular, sir. Only for a particular thing.
Netflix, etc. came with a new idea. So they are
Netflix,
startups.
sir, like Disney.
Sir, like
Yes,
Bharat
sir.
Pay and Growfort, etc.
Yes. When something new is brought, that is a startup. Okay. So for this, you have to be a very good thinker, and the best thing to do is MBA. MBA from a very good institute. Best institutes of MBA are called Indian Institutes of Management. There
Sir,
are
IPS
7, 8.
also we can write IPS.
No, not IPS has nothing to do with startup. IIM, Indian Institute of Management. You have to do MBA
sir.
from there after graduation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
There they teach you how to make startups. Now you can add something else if it is left. What other career? All of you tell me what career you want to go into. Palak wants to become IAS. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you will have to study very hard, minimum 6 hours. Okay. And
Sir,
you
I'm
must
going to study it
I have to become
11 and 12 hours.
12 hours you study.
Yes, sir. Minimum.
Very good.
Sir,
So you are in 11th standard.
Yes, sir.
sir,
So you tell me where. I want to check your knowledge. When did the French Revolution happen?
What, sir?
When did the French Revolution happen?
French Revolution. Say I know, but I'm
Yes.
extreme.
Beta, if you are
I'm a
studying
student.
12 hours, then you must know. Okay, Hardik, you want to say something?
sir, I have to become an IPS officer.
Okay, you are in 6th standard, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So,
I want to become a cricketer.
Beta, Palak, 12 hours is not required. If you will study too much without
Sir, actually, my
revising,
subject is.
then you will not remember. Okay. Even if you
Sir,
just study
I know
6
French
hours,
Revolution,
but
not
with,
to explain.
no, what is the date of French Revolution? I'm asking. It is there in your course.
Yes, sir. It is.
So you must remember the date. Okay. So you study 6 hours, but study with total focus, and after that, go for a walk or sleep, but keep revising. Okay. Even when you are resting, your mind must be revising, and have a good friend with whom you can discuss what you have learned every day. Okay.
Sir.
Hardik, same for you. Minimum 6 hours of study, but quality study, not without attention. You must remember whatever you study.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Hardik, do you know the period of Indus Valley civilization?
Sir, I know about Indus Valley civilization.
Okay. What is the period?
Uh, Sir, Indus Valley civilization.
When did it?
There is a proto history of India and like Bronze Age.
No, I'm asking which century? When did it exist?
So 2600 to 1750 before Christ.
Yes, okay, good. Roughly. We don't have exact dates, but roughly from 2600, some people say 3000 BC to 1700 BC. Very good. Okay, Suman, what do you want to become?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to become after college?
Sir, actually, exactly job is not decide. I will continue from chemistry.
Beta,
But,
all of you should have two careers in mind.
Yes,
One,
sir.
of course, you must look for the top jobs like that of a judge, of an IAS, or doctor, or big corporate job. All of you can try, but you must have a second job also in mind, that if you don't get into these top services, then what will you become? Okay.
Sir, actually, not to continue. First, my after 12th, I will fight lab assistance exam, and second is if that is not, then I will go in beautician. That in that I will for earning money.
Okay, very good. Of course,
Then
you'll have to do for this, you have to go to a polytechnic and do a diploma. Okay. So just after 10th also you can go to polytechnic, or after 12th.
Sir, why
Anyone else
polytechnic?
will sorry?
So you say polytechnic, but I didn't say polytechnic something.
No, if you want to become a lab assistant, or if you want to become a beautician, then you can go to a polytechnic to get a diploma, or you can go to ITI to get a certificate. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Online also you can do. For online degrees, best university is IGNU, Indira Gandhi Open University, IGNU. Okay. Their degrees don't cost too much, very, very cheap. If you don't get admission into regular college, you can just join IGNU, Indira Gandhi Open University. Gaurav, what do you want to become?
Sir, I want to become a judicial magistrate.
Very good. So for that, you'll have to do LLB. And the best college for LLB is National Law University.
Sir, the NLUs
NLU.
and yes, sir, and
Yeah.
the best NLU college that all people said that sir is NLU Bangalore, and then next is at second that NLU Delhi.
Yes. Very good. If you don't become a judge, you can become a lawyer. Okay. Anyone else will tell about Yuvika? What do you want?
Sir, may I, Bhavya?
Yes, Bhavya, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
युविका जी,
Yes,
आप
sir.
क्या कर रहे हैं? आप क्या करते हैं?
Just I am a housewife, but I
Okay.
want to do LLB. I want to do LLB,
Okay. Okay, very
but
good.
I don't know about the colleges or how can I get my
Where are
by
you
aim?
living?
In
Where are you
Dorinda,
living? Huh?
in Ranchi.
Ranchi. Okay. See, you can do law from so many. All universities have law. I'm sure Ranchi Central University is there in Ranchi. They must also be having law. So law is not a very good course. No policeman can harass you if you know law. They are afraid of only lawyers. So it is a good idea. You do law from Ranchi University.
Sir, because too much botheration I have, so I want to do with distance course. But I just hearing that someone saying that Bar Association is not giving Bar Association is not giving the affiliation for practicing, which one doing the course with distant education. Is it clear that regular is necessary?
You have to do regular only.
Not from Nalanda University or IGNOU is not providing that course. But I want to do with Nalanda University.
You can do that. And the good thing is that you don't have to regularly attend class. Many of them are lenient about attendance. Even if you don't go every day, you do prepare on your own. You can take the exam.
Okay, but nowadays it is entrance exam also conducting. They will
do an entrance exam, and for that guidebooks are available. Purchase a guidebook and take the entrance exam.
Okay, sir, I have some doubt. Is it can I do with distant course or not? Distance.
No, you can't do law from. No, you can't do law as a distance course.
Okay.
You can do history or political science as a distance course, but not law.
Oh.
Yes,
it is little disappointing me.
No, you will enjoy. You don't have to go every day. You join the course. You just have to focus on the entrance exam. You join the course where they are not very strict. In some institutes, they are very strict. For example, NLU will not allow you to clear the degree unless you come regularly. But even in our Delhi University, they are not very strict about attendance.
Okay.
Yes, Divya, you want to say something?
Oh, no, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your suggestion.
Okay. Welcome, Yuvika ji.
Okay, sir. It is precious for me.
Same here. Most welcome. Divya, you want to say something?
May I tell what I want to become? Sir, I am not Divya. I am Divyam.
Divyam. Okay.
Sir, I want to become cricketer.
I told you. Sports is also a very good career now, because not only you can become a sportsman, but there are two other things you can do. You can become a sports teacher also, and also you can become a sports coach. Okay, so it's a very good career. And if you go abroad to Europe or USA, they pay you a lot if you are a sportsman. You will earn lots of money. Yes, Bhavya, you wanted to tell us?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to become an IAS officer because I like the post of it, and it is the dream job of my father. So I want to achieve that, and then I want to become an IAS officer. This is the biggest reason for that.
Very good. I am sure you will become IAS. You are very intelligent and hardworking.
Thank you, sir.
But you must have one more career choice. What is the second choice?
Sir, like I want to become artist. I like
drawing. Okay. But these two are slightly different, because in IAS they don't ask questions on art so much. But yes, as a hobby, you can develop art.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else wants to speak? Khushi?
Sir,
What do you want?
Sir, I'm Suman.
Yes, Suman.
Sir, यूनिवर्सिटीज स्टडी करना, यूनिवर्सिटीज स्टडी करना.
Your voice is breaking. We can't hear you. Speak again.
Sir, I said, why it is important to study from big universities?
Because you will get a good placement, and second thing is best students come to big universities, so you will make very good friends. It's very good, very important in life to have intelligent friends. Okay, so the better university you go to, the better your friend circle will be, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And also you will get better teachers there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else wants to speak? Okay, so we conclude today's talk, and we will meet tomorrow at 7:30. Please note the change in time. Instead of 8 p.m., we will be meeting at 7:30.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Excuse
good
me, sir.
night. Yes, beta.
Okay,
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am asking that. Sir, I don't have a code.
You don't have?
Sir, I don't get code at 7:30. Link.
No, the link is sent in the morning. You are you are there in the group.
Yes, sir.
Link.
I have a group of Parichya Sammelan.
Around 9 p.m. you will get the link. You have to just click and.
Sir, I am grouping. Sir, I am grouping of Parichya Sammelan.
No, this Vijay Vargiya Mandal. I'll give you the number. Wait.
Okay, sir.
So VVM.
Yes, BBM.
प्रॉपर गाइड पर वो कैसे मिलेगी? सर, वन मोर क्वेश्चन. मैं अगर फर्स्ट ग्रेड या सेकंड ग्रेड के लिए एग्जाम देना है तो उसके लिए प्रॉपर गाइडेंस कैसे, कहाँ से, क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
Please note down this number. You can call Mr. Rinku. His number is 82851 59359. 82851 59359. Okay, Mr. Rinku, please call him and give your number.
Yes,
he
sir.
will add you in the group. Okay.
Sir, I want to say something.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Bye.
Suman.
Sir,
Okay.
my sister
Thank you.
want to ask.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
What is she asking?
Sir, I want to become a grade lecturer, but I have no proper guidance.
For becoming a lecturer, or what is called assistant professor now, you have
Sir.
to complete your post-graduation.
Okay, sir.
So after post-graduation, there is an exam called NET, National Eligibility Test. Okay, every 6 months, this test is held. You have to clear this test, then you can apply for assistant professor's job.
Sir, I want to say something.
Yes, Hardik?
Sir, after schooling, we can choose teaching career, private jobs and government jobs as our future career.
Yes, but you after school, unless you do graduation, you can only teach in primary school. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But if you do graduation, then you can teach in senior school also. And
Okay,
when
sir.
you will do post-graduation, then you can teach in college.
Okay, sir.
There you will find very mischievous students and you will have to discipline them. They will be very naughty in your class.
Sir, may I start, Kushi?
Yes, Kushi,
Sorry, sir, for
you are
delay,
late today. Yes.
Sir, I went to my institute today, so.
Okay. So we have been asking what are the 2 careers you have in mind.
So one is IAS or second is IFS.
No, IAS, IFS, the exam is same. Suppose you are not able to clear this exam, then what will you do? So that you don't have to depend. You don't have to depend for money on anyone else.
Sir, I will prefer to become an artist.
Yes, very good. But artist
Because
is a
I guess
slightly.
my art is good.
Then you can do course in fashion design or.
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
And best institute for that is NIFT, NIFT. For fashion
Yes, sir.
design, best institute is NIFT.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Sir,
everybody, good night.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, sir.
Sir.
Record.